Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, folks. Wheresoever you joining me in this hour, let me use this time to say welcome. As you hear the theme song, this is the Queen Abby Show. We normally come to you every Friday and Saturday evening. I'm your local host, Emmanuel Egrusion. Let me use this time to say again, welcome to the Queen Abby Show. Good evening to our friends, our brothers, our sisters out there. As by the time we wake up, let us see how best we discuss Liberia issue. We discuss Liberia issue today, but before we set up the menu for today, I think that I'll go a little bit, that will adjust ourselves some more. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for joining the platform. If you are out there, folks, please use this opportunity to join this platform. This is a Queen Abby Show, Liberia. We are transitioning from Liberia at about this time is 7 minutes after 5 in Liberia. So if you're in bed, if you're to your working places, please try to tune in for us to together discuss Liberia issue. That today, this is our third edition on the show. We have on our menu, our discussion today, we have series of discussions. But then today we also have a guest that will be coming on the platform to share with us his agenda, to share with us his profile for to know who is these individuals in the district, for to also know what have been his involvement, in the districts that about this time he wanting to contest for the representative of the district. We have with us today Reverend Dr. Moses W. Wanta, representative aspirant of District 17, will be our guest today as we are trying, because we hopefully promise to join, for him to join the platform by 5. We are also hoping that about this time he'll be getting ready. I will get to him. But before that, let me say again, before we await our guests, let me bring or discuss on one or two issues that happened in Liberia today or the week. Folks out there today or day before yesterday, we are witness a 10-year-old girl, Jaconti Numini, who committed suicide in the Twin Track community in Virginia. So let me take the time to say, Brother Opie, let me use this time to say welcome. Thanks for watching, welcome for joining us as you join the platform. The only gift that we want, or the only help that we want for you is to share. Allow people to watch the show. Please share the platform and let me say welcome again. Like I was saying, the girl, she lived with her mother. Let me use this time to also say, Basserman Jazz, thank you for watching. You asking question, where is our queen? Like normally, our queen, we have to be the CEO of this show. She have a show on Sunday. So I'm your local host for every Friday and Saturday. So let me say again, Brother Fred Nyambro, welcome for joining. And let me say thanks for watching. That girl, she lived with her mother, 10 years old girl, like I was saying, in the Twin Track community in Virginia. she committed suicide. When the information got to some of us, we went there to eyewitness the process. We saw the last body of the girl, but by then her mother had gone to both waterside because her mother is involved with uh, out of town market. So on that day, they said the girl in the yard, the yard is to an open area, and where the girl hang herself, the plum tree is not something that in hiding, but also to expose area. So we went there. We saw the body of the girl, and the story says the girl she was once someone who used to leave her parents. At times, she normally talk about she will go, and normally the folks from the community, because we were not able to get in direct connection with her parents. What they told her is that the girl normally, if you see her, she normally speak on going, leaving the house. So he said on that day, which was Wednesday, he took bucket, and in the bucket she put a rope in the bucket. She said she was going for water. When she went, per the story and the way in which she killed herself when she went, yes, it happened in Lower Virginia, Trinidad, along the hotel bell. So we are connecting our guests also. Yeah, you can please join the platform. You can please join the link. Open your internet. You will see the link on your messenger page. Then you join it. The platform is Queen Abby Show. So you see the link in your messenger box. You see either use the Facebook. You see a link. Just open your internet. Yeah. So we are trying to connect our guests. Okay, if you see the link there, you got to join the join. You got to join the you see the invite. You got to join the process. Let me send you the link again. Let me send you the link again for you to join the show. So for like I was saying, the girl went for the water. When she went, she have the rope in the bucket. In the process, when she went to draw the water, she left the water. She went, she climbed the tree, she tied the rope. Then from there, she came down. She holds portion of the rope. She tied on her neck. She released herself from the tree. Definitely, she hang herself. But in the process, one of the things that the eyewitnesses said, they only saw the boo or boy. Only 9 years old boo boy were around, but he saw the girl. He saw the girl hanging herself. But the unfortunate part was that he was not able to verse it out to say, oh, look, the girl, definitely she hanging herself because he was very innocent. And moreover, he was not that person that can talk. So he was the only person that saw the girl hanging. So when he was explaining the way in which the girl hanged herself, was very sorrowful. But we tried to contact her mom and we called. We were unable to get her on the phone, and the police people came. They did some of their investigation, and they told us that they will be giving us the update about the outcome of the investigation. So what for me, I was thinking on yesterday, on day before yesterday, was that why will it cause a 10 years old girl to commit suicide? What will it happen? What has gone wrong that a 10 years old girl can decide to say, I want to take away my life? Has she been one day maybe being beaten that, oh, my parent normally beat me, my parent normally beat on me, this was the reason? And I guess she was also a student of the Silver Bagley School, where in Virginia. We were told that she was in the third grade or the second grade in Silver Bagley. So let me use this time to welcome Mr. Henry. Breastmeat, thank you for watching. As we are waiting our guests to come, this is the unfolding issue, the turning issue that happened in Virginia day before yesterday. And we thought to bring it to your attention. So we were also looking at the issue of the Liberty Party convention today in Ghana. We thought to also have a late gist while we stay awaiting our guests. Today at the Peace Empire's Hotel in Ghana, the Musa Hassan Belete portion of the Liberty Party have their conventions. And in the convention, the resolution passed today was that their party no more have a standard bearer. And they also mentioned about, because tomorrow will be the nominating or the picking off of a running mate for Mr. Alexander B. Comey. So after we follow the process, after the convention, the journalists that were around tried to quiz Mr. Obedete, the chairman of the party, and make it clear to the Liberian people that per the resolution passed today, the party does not have a standard bearer. So what came to mind is that if the portion they are saying that they not have the standard bearer, and Madam Yomli Kanga Lauren also considering herself to be the legitimate standard bearer of the party, then I one way or other believe that there are still issues within the party. And in further go by saying that tomorrow they will be pledging their support to Mr. Alexander Comey. And at the conventions, the law or the law were not represented. The lead or the standard bearer herself, the political party or the party leader herself were not there. Other prominent member of the party were not around. Then what came to my mind and also start asking is that if Mr. Alexander Comey will say, look, we want to bring a united country wherein Liberia will be united, but with single parties within your country have been developed in the form and manner. I think there's a name that he played a father role to unite the people. Because about the crucial time we are running, we have less than 5 months to elections. We say discussion about division within the opposition's bill is not meant well. And if you're looking at people involved with the whole, how they call it, saga, you believe that the Yomli portions, they also claim to have Grand Bassa under their control, wherein Chairman Belete will be telling or where you really have as a chairman, where you have under a control that can contribute to making Mr. Comey win when he said that he will support Mr. Comey. If Mr. Comey can also take the right and say, look, what is happening now in the party, we cannot be divided. Like the common people say, the horse that is divided cannot stand. There's a name that he also unite. So what I heard today directly tell me that I don't believe 100% that Yomli can contest at vice senator or running mate to Alexander Comey. Because Musa Belete was clear about it, saying that their party did not have a standard bearer. The fact that people were suspended per their constitutions, and the people were expelled, also not expelled, but saying they were suspended They are just been a full member, but not a top ranking, or a steward of the party. And with such a situation or statement coming today, I don't want to believe that the law of the law, the letter or Jomli, all those people can hear it and say want to collaborate with Mr. Comey. This is why at times people in the opposition, one of the things they got to put themselves together is the issue of fast to talk. Like after the nomination of Ambassador Weah, after he had nominated Senator Kung as running mate, there are a lot of people who came on board, say in fact said what Delon was not at the program, what Yomi was not at the program. And to where now it's going, I believe that Madam Kangase have a friendly and good relationship with Ambassador Boaka. In my mind, nothing has spoiled between those people. It's just an appointment or election come with bad feeling at times. But at times people live with those bad feelings that come. And again, folks, while we stay awaiting our guests to join us, we want to take this time to also appreciate those all are participating in the national election voter registration process. Like yesterday was the end of the entire process in the non-county. If you were able to participate, one of the things for me, I personally will also is to keep on those, cards that you obtain from net to see how best you can exercise your constitutional right October 10. And the good portion of it is that like the information, unconfirmed information we are getting is that the non-county that just ended the process, they have a good number of registered. People came out to participate in the process, and I must commend everybody. Because the fact we can be crying that our country is suffering or our country is this, then we are not willing to contribute when it comes to exercising our own right. Like I normally tell people, the voting is your right, your vote is your voice, your vote also used as the tools, the democratic tools to change the country. Your vote is also used as the only tools that can stabilize the needed things in the country. So I must appreciate you for being patient, working from distances to go and obtain your card. And we will very soon be getting the final analysis and final data system of the process. Because we believe the last time the press conference from the head of the NEC, she said the result that came, they were still doing what we call processing, because they also said that there were people who duplicated the ID card. There were people who doubled register, so they were doing a cleaning up. They were trying to set up the system wherein the Liberian people will get the exact number of voters, the exact number of people that registered in the phase 1 and that of the phase 2. So by this time, I want to also believe that the NEC got to be, on top of that game to be telling us that look, the phase 1 that just ended, because since the press conference had gone a week now, so we're telling all the final statistics for the Liberian people to know. Like I normally says, the peace that we continue to enjoy in the country, it presently now lies in the hands of net here. We have to do with Madam Lasana Brown. Depending the way in which she will conduct our elections, wherein we all are praying for a free, fair, and transparent elections. It's also good that you disseminate information. As the Liberian people getting the informations, and also direct them. It also have them to have, a clear understanding of the process ongoing. But when you keep the Liberian people in doubt, people develop a lot of perceptions. So for that, we want to say thank to everyone for patiently exercising that right, constitutional right, to form part of the process, and to those who were unable. Maybe at that time you was sick, was seriously sick, or maybe at that time you were not here. I'm also urge you that it's important. In terms of election is not one person. Election is everybody issues. It's not that thing. Because if you decide that you're not a politician, these are the same people that will be making decisions for you. If you are in the private sector, the people say for me, I'm a private man. In fact, I don't want to take part in election. In fact, I can't vote. No. If you say you can't vote, why it's true that people that will be voting, that one way or other affect your private or business, or maybe the private sector you claim to be in? The reason is very simple. If the government employ you, it's possible that at times you maybe have NGO that you opportune to work with. Yeah, let me say, good evening, Reverend. We are also anticipating or you're joining the platform. We are waiting you to form part of the process. If you allow people to vote and you remain silent, the decision taken by them, it will also hamper your conditions. It will also improve. Because the fact is that if you want to get a suitable nation where in private sector will what they call it smoothly run, you need to participate. Let me say our consistent followers, Riverside Pro, thank for watching, thank for joining. Let me say greeting to you too and welcome. I know that today you following your ANC, how they call it, not ANC, but you're supporting and Liberia Party. I think the technical team are working to see how best our guests can come on. Garrison need to do the technical work, so we will soon get to you, Reverend. That you need to be on the platform because we are going your time. Like I was saying, Riverside today in Ganta, I believe that you follow the Liberty Party convention. I believe that where you are, you're happy. Because the fact is, Musa Bede said they are supporting Mr. Kumi and tomorrow, and that the October 10th election. So I believe that in one way or other jubilating to where you are. So let me say thank you for joining us on the platform. So folks, like I was saying, these elections are not people think. The essence of Liberian going to vote or citizen going to vote is to maybe at times is to erase some situations. Like normally in some of those settings, you see people vote. It's because at times that leaders they are not performing. So let me say, Amma boy, thank you for watching, thank you for joining. We'll soon have our guests joining this platform. So we urge that you people should remain on the platform to have your input. Because today we decide to go too political and discuss District 17 politics. So we thought to bring to you people one of the son of the districts who is contesting for the representative seat in District 17, having to be Reverend that there's Moses that we don't want that. So you come on the platform to share with us a platform, to also share with all your agenda. And so if the opportunity has been given him by the citizens of the district, what will be some of the priorities when it comes to working? What will be some of the hope to see in the district? So you'll be joining us on the platform. So that you join, you need to be around The line will be open for you to ask questions while we stay awaiting on some of our panelists to join. So these are the things. We, the Liberians, we are about to take decisions. The decisions we are about to take, a 3-minute decision will be lasting for 6 years. In that process, we need to vet those people that will be coming to us. We need to ask them the hard questions. We also need to ask them what has been our relationship with the Liberian people for the past 10, 5, 15 years before this time they are coming to ask the Liberian people to empower them. The reason I say empower is that if you understand in Liberia, let me say, CEO, thank you for watching, thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. We need to ask the necessary questions. If we don't ask those people the questions, at times, we make a wrong decisions. Because we'll find out that someone will come with one bag of rice today and give it to you because maybe you feel that your present conditions or your present lifestyle on that very day, the one bag can suit it. They say, no, I will accept the one bag of rice and vote a person. In fact, they made a grouping because the man gave me one bag of rice. But the question that will also be, be ushering to ask is that what they may have been providing for me, I live my life for the past 6, 7 years with the man in the same community. I live my life 2, 3 years back with the man in the district. What have been the how they call it? The things, or what have been some of the working of this guy in the place that because of elections will come, they want to show mean the law. Are the law been existing for the past 3, 4, 5 years? These are the things we should be asking our politicians that will be coming to us. Because if we don't ask them the necessary question, we'll also be making a mistake. And if we make a mistake to elect a wrong person 6 years, they'll just assume if I'm 24, I made a decision come October 10, maybe by choosing wrong person, meaning that 6 years will be added to my 24 before to our next election will be like 30 years of age. In the 30 years, I've not experienced anything. Then John Brown came with one bag of rice and just gave me the one bag of rice. I took the rest. I choose him over the person who will do the better thing for this district of the country. And at times, these are how Liberian people we make decisions. Like I say to people, decision in elections is like when you are doing a farm work. When you are a farmer, one of the things you look at is that when you do a farm, you need a product. Let's just say our people who live in the interior, who do the maize, how they call it, crossbreeding, when you do a farm, you need a product to benefit you. And by the time some of the reason you find out that someone will go and burst whole bush, make the necessary thing, and at the end of the day, they come with an empty hand. Is that at times farming requires systems. Let me say, James Cool, thanks for joining, thanks for watching. Let me say welcome. If you do a farm, if you go and brush a farm, cut down a tree, burn a farm, scratch a farm, maybe at time when the rest coming up, one of the things you got to do is that you fence the farm first for the crops not to be eaten by animals. Then from there you will look at time, maybe when the rest coming out to reaching to the level of harvesting, you'll find out that those birds, at times they eat those crops. And maybe at times you find out that the same thing that maybe never created a space Like those groundhog, maybe those groundhog, or maybe those animal that will be coming on the farm, maybe for you to be getting rid of them. At times it's found out that those things happen. And they compare it with politics. If Palestine will say, okay, look, we have made a lot of decisions in the country. We are participating into 5, 6, 7, 8 elections, but yet you say our conditions still remain. Why do you start questioning yourself? Say, but I believe that my 2005 elections or process, just say for instance, I never vetted such a candidate, and I voted for the man at the end of the day. He never do anything to certify the citizens. They can also ask yourself, he said, but why is true that Mr. Brown came to me to vote for him? But one of the things I fail to do is to know Mr. Brown in person, to know his family, and to know his involvement. But all the things we're not doing it, and the reason we are not doing it is that at times, Liberian politics have reached to this extent wherein we do politics like provoking one another. Liberian people, we do politics like we want to, hear the other. The Liberian people say, I want to hear them in heart. And politics not go by that way. I think you got to be friends with your people, even if that is your uncle who contests in the process, who don't have nothing. You cannot just jump behind because you say the man are your uncle. Why is it true that your man is your uncle, but they may not have nothing to show to the people? They may not have no impact within your own family. The lifestyle of the family are not changed. Ask this question. Is that the man who going out there today boasting that he want to provide scholarship for people outside or people within the district? How many of the children are graduated from high school? How many of the children are in college? These are the questions you'll be asking yourself before joining behind somebody. Or maybe because I believe that one way I already want to get your side. When they ask you, say, I get my side. I get my side. Not about getting a side, but about getting a vital person. Like, bro, we are suffering a lot. In Africa, we are the oldest country. But here say we cannot boast of anything in the country as compared to the recent country in Morocco, other country we just came. Some country came were already in our 100th anniversary. But here say we're interested to know that if they today bring the country visa to you, for you to travel there, you'll be rushing to travel country. Why they were not matching the play? Why they were not something they say, look, our own money we're getting, we are getting it, that just see can bring it and just wave the money, or maybe just send it through the bridge, just drop the money. That was system. We don't have system. If someone will actually say, no, we have system. If the system is not working, you consider to be system? Not at all. We are still finding a way for our guests to join. So we also asking the technical team, Garrison, to do the necessary thing so we can ask, because we're trying to invite. He's saying that he's trying to get on the show, he's not making a way through. So, Garrison, you need to send the link and giving the link that you will be able to join the platform. So these are the things. At times we discuss about the Liberian decisions. If we as citizens of the country, we can come out and say, look, I think our guests, you need to be following, because I think we have done it already. We sent him the picture in his inbox. I think now what he's saying here is that in trying to make a way through, but you're not getting yourself. You're not getting yourself through. So these are the things that we are working on for him to be on the show by this time, because we are trying to get in, but we are not getting at all. But I don't know. And we want to do, if we can do maybe 2, because we're trying to get in. But we're also looking at if or to bring on the WhatsApp, it will not also work. So let us continue trying to see how best we can bring on a show. I'm not saying trying the process, but instead that it's not going through. So we still trying. We still trying our best to see how best we can bring him. We send him the link. By this time, so be on the show. We send him the link. We send him the link already in your inbox. So what you do, Reverend, is to, if you following the show, is to click on the green icons at the bottom. The button after the star, the green, you see a green icon there. Please try to click the green icon at the bottom after the star. So let's see how best if you can, maybe we can get you on the show. We are trying our best here to see how best we can bring you live. We trying our necessary best to bring on a show. So please, okay, let me. So I think we need to. While we are still awaiting him to bring the necessary connection to bring on the show, we have been joined by one of our panelists, Garrison. Let me say, Garrison, welcome to this platform. Welcome to the.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I've tried to help your guest. I've sent him the link, and I think all he needs to do. He said he's telling me that it's not opening, so I don't know if he's using Facebook Live or he's using the original Facebook. If he's using the original Facebook, it should be open after the star. The green icon is there. Or better still, he can just go on the page, and then you'll see from the comment section, then you'll see send a join request. It's highlighted in blue, and you can click that, and then he will be as accessible to the show. So the only way these icons shouldn't open is that when he's using Facebook Live. But if he's using the original Facebook, the blue Facebook, then it should open. I think Mr. Wonder, many people are interested, especially people from District 17. They are interested to listen to him, what he has to say. And I have tons of questions for Mr. Wonder as being opinion leader in this district. I'm also excited to have him on this show for us to critique him and for the record to reflect his policy and what he will bring to the legislature if he's elected. So I hope Mr. Wanta will try again and click the green icon, or just go to the page, see the comment, and you'll see send a join request, and then click it, and then he can be he can have access to the show, and then we can start the discussion. So I will wait and see if he comes, then I'll come back.
Thank you very much for joining us. So I think while we are still doing the necessary means to connecting, we also highlighting on some issues that we are also seeing. I think what we also do is to see how best if we can reach to him offline. But before that, let me recognize Mr. Is it Colibo Johnson, thank you for watching, thank you for following. While we still are waiting our guests, I think that would be the best for the CEO. The CEO also requesting that we try to connect him via phone so we can have the conversations. So let us see how best we can try to get to him offline. We're trying to get to him online to see how best he can be physically seen, but we are trying our best to see how best we can bring yeah. Using to how do you call it? Using Facebook Live or using Facebook itself. That Facebook using Facebook Live. No, don't use Facebook Live. Use Facebook itself. So we want to bring you through phone. We are finding some a problem with our guest bringing, so we please bear with all. We're trying our best to bring him. I think using phone, you're not using laptop, you're using phone. So he said he's been trying a way, so we're still working on the technical connection to see how best we can bring on the show. And we're trying our best to bring on the show. They're not getting a link at all, so we're trying to see how best to adjust ourselves to bring in through the phone. So we will soon bring through the phone. Maybe you will not see him physically, but it will be left how they call it, offline. So we try our best to see our guests can be with us. So these are the issues. So like we were saying, CEO saying now the aspirant doesn't know, it's just like a technical problem. I don't want to believe so. It's just like a technical problem. So and the CEO asking question, I believe that he listened to him. Let me say, Mr. Thomas, welcome for joining. Thomas, thank you for joining, thank you for watching. You're one of the person who wouldn't often follow the show from Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you for watching and thank you for joining us by this time. That today we have our guest today on the platform, but we are trying to see how best we can bring, but we still facing a technical problem. So we try to bring offline. So just please bear with us. So like we were saying today, before our guests will come, I think we'll get our guest off the line now, saying we are trying our best to get to him through the online platform, and we are not getting, we thought to bring him. Let me say good evening to you, Honorable Reverend Judge Moses Delio Wanta. thank very much for joining this platform about this time. We're sorry that we're trying to bring you through the online platform. We are not, getting the necessary connection. So we try to bring you through the phone so your voice can be heard. And I believe that you can say, you can please bear with all that we go through the conversations.
No problem. I think it's a good thing. I think people that are on the platform will listen to us and get to understand what we stand for, what we believe, and what our take when it comes to District of 17 and that of Liberia as a whole. Thank you so much.
Yeah, our folks out there in the US, other people, other countries, they are also complaining that we are not getting like we'll do adjustment to see how best we can bring, because they said they want to see you, live, to have a live conversation with you, and they are not getting your voice through the phone.
Okay, but whatever it takes that I will be able to appear live, I think I will appreciate it, because I've been fighting in making sure that I appear live, but it seems not to be working. I don't know where the technical fault is coming from, but whatever it takes for me to get on live, I will highly appreciate it.
So we are doing a technical adjustment, but what we will ask, I'll tell you is that if you are on Facebook Live, you gotta move from there. You go to where the Facebook is, the one with the blue icon.
I never use Facebook Live. I'm on the regular Facebook stuff.
So I think we need to do some adjustment to see how best, because the folks out there, they really want to hear you, to see you in person, to have a smooth discussion with you.
Whatever it is, I will highly appreciate.
Yeah, and the CEO of this show, she also recommending that, she said you should restart your phone, remove yourself from Facebook Live, and remove yourself from Facebook. Yeah, remove yourself from Facebook Live and request to come on by clicking.
I'm not on Facebook Live. Let me restart.
Yeah, I think you got to restart. Then maybe while we are doing the adjustment for us, see how best we can bring you.
Yeah, let's do so. Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry that we are doing the necessary connection to bring our guests on the platform. We just told him the step that our CEO just gave off, so we are trying to enjoy yourself to it, so we all can see him live appear on the show. So like I was saying today, while our guest is still adjusting himself, Liberian people, like nothing now we talking Liberia. Like someone will say, but every day, Emmanuel, you can't talk politics. The reason I continue to bring politics on this platform day and night is that we have far more. I believe that October, November will no more be talking about politics, but then we are lay all the argument, the women barrow, all those things to rest. So if you see me continuously talking politics, meaning that we are in a political season, we are all getting to wars or politics. For 4.5 months from now, Liberian will be going to the pool to elect their leaders, to elect the preferred person for the country. So these are the reasons at times my appearance here will discuss election. And some other reasons, at times we thought that the issue of elections is that it was just and follow the boiling politics of our countries. We, the young people, are being allowed to be used by politicians, wherein we do some things out of our way, wherein you see young people taking, colors for one another, wherein people are fighting one another, wherein people, are born. Wherein people are going to other route, where in Liberian people we have become like maybe the relationship now become like cat and rat. So while that being said, if you want to join the platform to have your input, you can join. What we say, expecting our guests to join us in the process. If you want to have your take on the issue of the girl that hang herself, the 10 years old girl who recently hang herself in the Twin Tribe community around the hotel room, and also want to maybe talk a bit on the Liberty Party convention, the fashion of the Musa Liberty Party convention held today in Ganta. If you also want to maybe ask your voice to my voice to advise a Liberian on the issue of elections, you can join the platform that will be allowed maybe minute to discuss what we say, expecting our guests. And you know, every week in the country now, the stage we're in now, there's a lot of things every day that broke. There are a lot of things that happen in the country. Some are good, some are bad, some are in the interest of the country, and some are probably in the interest of the country. The reason is that a recent after Senator Jeremiah Kong were picked by Ambassador Joseph Baka to serve as running mate. He's been appearance on a lot of local radio stations and a lot of talk shows in the country. Say a lot of things about the president's inability to connect the southeastern road. I think he spoke about it. But after that, there are other government officials, the information minister, deputy information minister in Kimok, or Mr. Tumpo in Kimok, to immediately tell the public that Senator Johnson and they are now in the interest of the president. The fact is that when not they ever advise President Weah about the decisions, maybe paving of the road leading to Southeast. They are only saying it because today they find themselves within the oppositions. They are saying it. And some of from the critical background, what we're looking at is that, look, President Weah is the president of the republic. Senator Kun is a member of the legislature. So in making decisions, I don't believe that Senator Kun can say President Weah passed, or anybody on up from the government can come and tell us that President Weah passed a budget to face the Southeast road, the Southeastern road, and so Senator have been against a budget that should not pass. In fact, the people should not have access to it. And from the logical or local things, the way for me to look at it is that you are not expecting Senator Kun to be advocating more, especially more over than the Nima County people. Because Nima County is a county that he, Senator Kun, represent. If you lobby for Southeastern, but it should not be more lobbying for how they call it Southeastern over Nima. I believe that President Weah from Southeast. I believe that there are a lot of government officials from Southeast, and I can say almost President Weah, how they call it, cabinet, the prominent cabinet of President Weah from Southeast. If you look at the finance minister here from Southeast, if you look at I think the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs, Mr. Wisse, also here from Southeast, you know that the name go on. So these people, that the Chief Justice of Liberia, she here from Southeast also. These people are people at times who love their people back home. They could be advising President Weah. I believe that President Weah will listen to them. You have had President Weah that, look, we should not forget about the people in Southeast. About this time, the rule in Southeast, in a depressed condition for car to even go there now for those marketeers to have their goods and other stuff in that place. Is a war, it's a tough thing, all of them part in. If they go with the necessary, okay, that if Let me say, Mr. Recent, thank for joining the platform. You know, this is Liberia, so you know our current system in place is not stable. These are the things the AOE in Liberia we continue to speak on it. Liberia is a country wherein you see at times a lot of decent building, but don't have electricity. So these are the things. If you see me sweating like that, you must know there is a struggle in Liberia. We continue to say the struggle in Liberia. So for to continue the show, since we are still awaiting our guests to come, I think we'll also be looking at bringing other folks on the show so they can have that talk and that talk on what we just discussed and what we continue to discuss. So folks, these are the things in Liberia. As well as Liberia is going on, we believe that we believe that there's a need we all, you know, put our head together to see how best we can have a one united Liberia. So if you want to join the platform, maybe we start now entertaining people that want to join the platform so we all can discuss it together. Like the recent issues in Liberia, and on our menu for today's discussion, we highlighted the 10-year-old girl who killed herself, and also highlighted the issue of the Liberia Party convention in Ganta today, and we also look at the issue of the elections. We are aware yesterday was the climaxing of the phase 2 of the biometric voter registration process in Liberia. So now we'll be looking up to no province. I believe that tomorrow you will be on the show. I appreciate that. I will appreciate, you know, I will appreciate as your CEO. I believe that we need to make life. I believe that it will happen tomorrow. CEO, thank you very much. That at least she mentioned about providing a live of comfortable thing for this our studio where we are coming live from, so the place can be a live cooling area. But however, we cannot be deterred because Liberia is a country that we are praying that I pray at the end of the day, year to come, if I sit in the studio or maybe sit in my own house, you have entitlement to air conditioning and whatsoever. So if you want to join the show, we also inviting you. If you want to join the show, while we say waiting our guests to come on the platform, please bear it with all. I believe that everyone are in gear to ask the aspirant, the hard and the necessary question. And we are still working. We are still working to see how best we can bring him. We are still doing the necessary connection to see how best we can bring our guests. It's important really to bring him on board because these are people that going out there to our people that they should give them, we should give them the state power. So important that we should know him very well. It's also important that You ask the necessary questions as to whether what been involvement, since in being in the district, if he is resident of the district, these are the things that we should be asking questions. And we purposely thought to bring in today. Let me say Janet Henrington for Washington for joining the platform. This is a Queen Abby show. I'm your host, Emmanuel Grusem. Every Friday and Saturday, I'll be on the platform to give out a training issue happening in Liberia. We are working to see how best we, yes, the executive director is working in close connection of bringing our guests on the show. So we just trying our best to see how best we can bring on the show. We are also in communication with him. It's important that the name that Reverend, one way or other, come on the show, and the Liberian people, the folks out there, honestly waiting on him to hear from him, the ambitions, and also share with all the platform why he's trying to benefit, why he's trying to bring to the district if he have been opportune to be elected and serve the people of the district. I believe that we will bring you on the show in about 1 hour. We will bring you on the show for him to share a thought, for him to share a platform with us. But while in the process, we are also ushering, if you following, want to join, you want to have a say on the issue discussed pertaining to the 10-year-old girl or Jaconti Numini who committed suicide day before yesterday in a Trinidad community. And we also talk on the just ended voter or parliamentary process yesterday in the Nan County. And we highlighted a recent response from Deputy Information Minister Jara Tompo, who responded to Senator Kuhn, insisting that Senator Kuhn not the person to speak on the issue of the bar rule inside East, and the fight concern impose a narrow shopping bill that before President we are turning finish, the road will be paved. So these are the things. Like tomorrow, we will be visiting one of the sites in the districts. The youth, there's certain youth in the district. You know, our youth society, the society we live down, the youth components that have been involved with the issue of taking drugs. So we were contacted yesterday to visit one of the camps in the district. So tomorrow, I believe that we want to do a live, how do you call it? Want to do a live show with them as we visit them tomorrow. We'll be going to Broadville Graveyard. Is there where the young people are gathered themselves? They left their comfortable home. They have been involved with drug taking. Sorry to say, the people refer to them as Zogo, and at times, you know, it worried me a lot. It also made me to cry in the sense that what we it is a young boy or young lady coming up, parents struggle with you from the childhood all the way to your stage of benefiting them. Then you just be carried away by the peer pressure. Your friend will just kind of fool you and say, look, let us go so and so and be involved with so and so thing. And at times those stories that those boys, those girls explain to you when they are explaining, you want to cry and shed tears. In the sense that some of them, the way they get into the process, you know, when they explain, they make to shed tears. Then the other boy, the last time around the Popo Beach, when I went to go visit one friend of mine, I saw him myself interact there. He asked me that, oh, brother, I want for you to please help me with $50, let me buy water and drink. You know, in a talking, I said, but man, what are you doing here? What are you doing by this time? He said, man, can't talk. Oh, I said, what do you mean by that? He said, brother, where I am now, for me, I'm one way or other confused. And then he just want to commit suicide and kill myself. I said, wow, what have gone wrong? He said, but, you know, a recent one of my friend came. So let me say, Mary Williams, thanks for joining, thanks for watching the show. As you join the show, we please allow you to share the show and also invite people to follow. Let me say thanks for joining. So he said, a friend of mine recently came to my house with a peanut butter, saying I should go dry, but then my parents are left for time. So in that process, myself, I told him, but my man, you came, you tell them go dry, but how can you go dry with peanut butter? He said, he said doing that, but my man, when you go dry with peanut butter, it looks nice. And the new cook, the new style of cooking, if I said, you don't want to cook, I will do your cooking. You know, they are been friends from school, they are been friends from the community, but he never knew, from what he explained to me, he said he never knew that the boy had been involved with drug taking. So he allowed him, for him was basic studying, and he allowed him to cook. As the boy finished cooking, he mixed the peanut butter with the rest, decided to eat. As he got through eating the food, he became distant. Started, you know, it started tinning. The apple started tinning. He started wondering about what happened to me today since we ate a dry bread. I know that fever, what wedding happening. And the secret, they said the secret behind this thing is that as right away when you take those stuff in, you can't drink water. But for him, when he drank water whatsoever, because he was not thinking in that direction that if the food he's eating had been poisoned by a friend with a drug, he said he never knew. So to the part, the man came to him and said, but my man, this there's a peanut butter that coming that when you eat it, you can have good sleep. In fact, when you eat it, you can feel fine. He said, but what do you mean by you can sleep fine? He said, but okay, so we will be accepting our guests. Just join also. We all get set down to go in our district polity. So our guest will be joining all. So let me say good evening again and welcome Reverend Dr. Moses W. Wanta. Welcome to the platform.
Good evening, Emmanuel. How are you?
I'm okay. Sorry for the internet system. We have been struggling to get you, and thank God that you are on the show. And let me say welcome you to the Queen Abby show. Welcome you again.
I'm grateful this evening to be part of your platform. I appreciate and thank God that having waited for almost an hour, I'm now live. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, Reverend, now for us to just waste time, we want to quickly jump into our discussion, the reason for which you are invited on the platform. First of all, we want to know the Reverend in person. Who is the Reverend Wanta in District 17?
Reverend Wanta is one of the eminent and permanent sons of Liberia that lived in District 17, married with 5 children, and with lots of property. Reverend Wanta is the founder and board chair of John Christian International School System and also John Christian Community College in Coal-Farm, Brockville. Reverend Wanta is the owner and chief executive officer of Pure Heaven Natural Mineral Water in District number 17. Reverend Wanta is a country director for Racial Health Foundation, an American-based scholarship foundation that is operating in Liberia. And we have been the country director spearheading the scholarship program in Liberia since 2010. Reverend Wanta is also one of the board members of Genem Farms. Genem Farms is California-based agricultural, program that we are working with local farmers through agriculture and you in Liberia. Reverend Wanta is also the senior pastor of Calvary Revival Church, mission director of Calvary Revival Church. Reverend Wanta is the director for Liberia United Pastoral Network, and so many things that Reverend Wanta is involved with in Liberia, more especially District Number 17.
Thank you very much, Reverend Dr. Moses W. Wanta. In joining to our discussion, thank you for the introduction of yourself. And folks out there, we say thank you for joining. As you join the platform, please help to promote the platform by sharing this platform and also inviting people to follow this platform. So we want to know, Reverend, will give you time to explain to us, what are you so far identified in District 17 that allow you to contesting for the representative? Do you please care to tell us what are you identified that maybe are not being put into place in District 17 that you can or briefly tell us that you are about to maybe come and erect?
Friendly speaking, Emmanuel, District 17 is one of the forgotten districts in Mossorado County that do not have any activities ongoing. District 17 is lacking behind in everything, no social activities. District 17 is almost like one village. The issue of electricity is also paramount, and District 17 people are yearning for electricity. District 17, as you may know, in fact, no lawmaker, he left already. He abandoned us. He squandered the money of the district. Like I would say, the former vice president said he was parked in a garage. So District 17 needs visionary. District 17 needs people that will deliver the suffering masses of the district. If you talk about road connectivity, we are lacking behind. There's nothing that attracts our children. And most often, what you see going on is many of the children, some of whom have graduated from high school, or they are still in high school, you realize that they end up as zokos in the graveyard because there's no youth program. District 17 is blessed to have the swamp and the butchers, but yet there's no agricultural program going on. District 17 is a district that, as you can attest, everybody wants to become representative, but they do not have an agenda for the district. So we are saying that looking at all that the district is lacking of, we have the ability and the capability to deliver our district. Those are the motivating folks for us to come in, into the representation, stage. And let me say before I take off, the biggest, maybe second largest district in Mossorado County, with 75,000 voters that register in this voter registration process, but yet we do not have hospital. We need people. It's about time. Everything lacking in District 17. We don't have nothing. Thank you.
Thank you very much. One may want to understand and know about the Reverend. What have been your connection in District 17 in terms of maybe what have been some of the working in District 17?
Emmanuel, I think you just listened to me. In District 17, I established my water factory 2013, and it's ongoing. The pure heavy natural mineral water that provides job for people. Where I'm seated now, I'm seated right in front of my school that was established 2010, one of the leading high school in District number 17 that has 86% in the employed. And the college also with 53% in the employed. So my workings in this district is not only limited to I and my family, but my working extends even to providing scholarship for children in the district. There at my school, I have 106 persons that we are paying school fee for, so that they cannot become a burden on society. When their parents went out of job or parent died, we incorporate them. So my workings is all across the district. Nowhere in the district that I'm not known. Everyone in this district that can speak the truth know exactly since 2010 what I've been involved with. So my working is all over.
Thank you very much. I think we have been joined by our panelists, Garrison. Garrison, thank you for joining. Let me say welcome.
Okay, and let me say welcome to the guests there. How are you, Representative Hopeful, Mr. Wanta? How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thank you for joining. I'm doing good.
Okay, so there are a lot of questions, but I just want to kick the first question. You wanting to be a representative of this district, and you know what it entails, leadership-wise, to respect respect social classes and have respect for the various religious groups. Can you consider yourself as a religious tolerant individual?
If I will answer your question, indeed, I am religious tolerant, because even at my school, we have the Muslims are working here too. So the issue of religion does not in any way deter me, because my wife is from a Muslim background. So yes.
Okay. So to follow up that question, there is something that I have a personal interaction with you. My son was in 11th grade last year in your institution, and my son came home complaining that the school mandated him to put holy oil, Christian holy oil, on his face, and he refused because he didn't believe in it. And he came. I agree with him that he shouldn't take something that he doesn't believe in. And I myself, I do not believe in holy oil and what have you. So I went to the school and confronted you. I told you that it was against religious tolerance background for you to subject any student to have that Christianity holy oil or biblical holy oil on their face, and you and your principal, you brushed me off, and then you forcibly made my son to go through that sprinkle on his head. Your argument was that there are witchcraft in the school, and then that through the sprinkling of the holy oil, it will deter witchcraft and make the students safe. How do you see that? Do you see that? Does that not go against religious tolerance or respecting people or religious position or belief?
Thank you. I think Garrison, our guest, I think trying to reconnect with us. While it's true that you will respond to your question, but then one of the things I want for the local is to, one way or other, we got to protect our guests on the platform.
You are the host. You are the host. I'm calling. I'm asking a question. I'm not here to protect the guest. I have to be civil. You can demand of me to be civil. I'm civil. Am I not civil?
Yeah, Garrison. So it's true that we are speaking. You call and that to participate in a conversation. And Reverend, I think we have a lot of questions for him on the platform, which I believe that your question to Washington is good. And I believe that when you come, when you will respond. But the only thing I'm trying to look at is that the issue of protection of the guests is matter. Because I believe that this Reverend, this Reverend Christ, are we getting me?
I'm getting, but you're not understanding me. Apart from that, I'm a voter within this district. I'm an opinion leader within this district. And the Reverend needs my vote. So it's something I have with the Reverend, and the issue is best for me to lay out for the Reverend to address himself to it, because from that incident, it didn't go down well with me. From that incident, I've seen the Reverend to be someone who does not believe in religious tolerance. So I hope that he comes back to address that particular issue. Because if you are a representative of this district, you should cut across. You should respect everyone's rights and belief, especially their religious belief. You shouldn't impose your religion.
I agree. We'll reach to all the questions, but I really wanted for us to get from Reverend is that why it's true that Reverend contesting in the district, we firstly looking at a platform, then you come up with your question. I believe that you will come up to respond.
Okay, you can control, you can moderate and control it, but I thought I could have asked him the question with my question that I could have raised my concern to him. I don't know if the Reverend went off deliberately or he's coming back. I don't know.
Reverend is coming back to speak now. He's coming back on the show.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Show back. Reverend is already back. So sorry for going. Reverend, sorry for me. Yeah,
Emmanuel.
I'm getting.
I want our I don't know, panelists to understand that every institution has rules and regulation.
Right.
And so if your child happens to attend John Christian International School System that has a belief that has been practiced over the years, I don't think your child nor you can break it. You can't break it because this is a Christian institution. And if for any reason that you are a Muslim and you choose to send your child here, your child will come and do Bible. We will not do Quran, we'll do Bible. So you have to submit yourself to the rules of the institution. That's it. It does not in any way denigrate a child religion or consider it not to be important. Let's take for example the Jehovah's Witnesses. They say they don't take blood, but they go to the hospital. That's their belief. And if they went to the hospital and doctor says that they have to take blood or else they will die, they hold onto that belief and die. So we need to understand. You need to understand that every institution has rules and regulations. And if those rules are applied, they are applied across the board, regardless of religion, affiliation. It's just for everybody to fit within it. Thank you.
Thank you for joining.
From what I heard, let me set the record straight. So that means that every Muslim or every non-believer that attend your school, they are subjected to that ritual, that sprinkle ritual. Otherwise,
I don't know what you're talking about subjection. The first thing when you excuse me, the first thing if you came to John Christian School and your child sat for the entrance and made a pass, we send for the parents and the child to come for interview, and we exactly explain to the parents what we do here. So it left with you to go and request for bank statement. Have you agreed? So you cannot agree for your interview for your child to come here. Then you come back and say you will not agree. That is what we do not accept in our institution. It does not in any way have to do with because you're Muslim, you can't come here. If we were saying to people because you're Muslim, you will not come here, then it means that we are denying people on a basis of religion. But what we practice, and we know that it's for the good of everyone, we tell you and we practice it.
Can I come in?
I'm speaking as a parent. I'm speaking as a parent. It's my son. My son was involved in that situation. I'm speaking as a parent who was involved in that situation with my son. And I met you.
You were not involved. Point of correction, you were not involved. Your child refused, and your child went home. And when you came, we explained it to you, and you said, "Okay, but then you can go through." So you had the opportunity to say to your child, "Let's go. Let me carry you to Lokere."
After I finished paying my school fee,
you, my brother.
Now take Mr. William. Mr. William, now take you for 2 minutes.
Thank you so much. I've been listening to the conversation, right? And our father that's online, our pastor, Reverend, how he called, that was what you practice in your school is wrong. It's wrong.
Okay.
It is not biblical. It is not what Islam says. It's very wrong.
Okay.
I'm a Liberian living in the United States. Our constitution says you can practice or non-practice any religion, but they cannot force you to join any religion. I can send my children to Catholic school, and they cannot teach them a Catholic doctrine. So what you're
No,
doing
no,
in
no.
Liberia
I
is
disagree.
wrong.
Excuse
It's
me.
wrong.
I
It's
disagree with
wrong.
that.
You cannot.
If you send your child,
No,
I disagree with that. I am an educator. If you send your child to the Catholic school, they will
yes, for
teach them
every one
Catholic
of us.
doctrine. You
Yeah, but
cannot in any way
no,
divorce
but
that.
you cannot
Excuse me.
intrude into
Excuse me.
somebody's rights.
No, we're not forcing. We're not
Where is
forcing.
the human rights in Liberia that
No,
we
we are
have
not
to?
doing anything against human rights. We're not forcing
It is
people.
against human rights.
No, it's not.
It is
It's not.
against human
The
rights.
Okay.
first thing, you don't know what transpired in our school that led us to have instituted that. When we have
Okay.
No,
over
I heard
45
I
students,
this.
think
This been in
after me,
the constitution forever. It is
excuse me,
wrong.
I,
It is wrong.
excuse me,
Yes.
hello,
Mhm.
hello,
I'm coming.
we are
Reverend,
under,
Reverend,
yeah.
let me inject, yeah, let me hold you people there. I think we should not divert this conversation. We should not divert. To be honest, we need to protect our guests. We don't need to divert the conversations. The reason for which Reverend is invited on the platform today is to tell all his intentions, and I believe that Garrison question asked was that if he Reverend is tolerant, and he responded that yes, of course. And that all understand this. For me, I'm not a Christian, but equally so, we have a policy. I'm a Muslim, by the way. We
Yes.
have a policy, and every institution should govern by policies. And the
Yes.
policies should require before you go there. I'm coming, Mr. William. Before you go there, I believe that one way or other, the policy have been given to you for it to be read out. I believe so. And before you send a child to an institution, every institution is governed by their local policy, but it should not supersede the national constitution. And
You know
and
that.
Garrison,
Thank you
I'm
for saying that.
coming. Garrison,
But
I'm coming. Garrison,
I'm not
Garrison,
disagreeing
I'm
with that
coming.
at
And
all.
we should not divert our conversations. We have a lot of questions towards the incoming. The other people say, Reverend that the Moses doesn't want that on the platform. So in that direction, I want for us to be, let us do justice, let us be straight to the point. The purpose for which we invited Reverend on the platform is to tell us what is the ambition, what is the agenda in bringing to the people of District 17 to update the life of the people in the district, and what you identify in the district that are not been working, that in trying, if you have been given the opportunity to bring it to force and to see how best the situation of District 17 life can be changed. So let us say on our discussion, maybe not to just describe the conversation, Mr. William. They'll give you a few time for you to go ahead. Mr. William,
Yes, yes. I'm
go ahead.
listening. That's why I'm shocked. You know, like I said, I'm a typical Liberian. And what people do in Liberia, some people do in Liberia is wrong. Like what he's saying, you have the right to practice any religion or don't practice any religion. I can be a Christian and married to a Muslim man. That doesn't mean that I have to be a Muslim. So if the child went to school for any reason that you are Christian, where is the child right to go to school? But you cannot sprinkle holy water on the child because they goes to the school. That was wrong, completely wrong. Whatever you learn that culture from, I know you say you wise and you educated, but it doesn't work that way. You cannot make somebody who you are, and
Are
nobody
we
cannot
going
make you
back?
who you
Are
are.
we going
No,
back?
we're not
I
We,
going
thought,
back.
Was
This
just
is
no, we're
She's
going
just
back
closing
because
up.
then I will have to
She's
address the
closing up.
issue.
She's
I
closing
no,
didn't
closing
listen.
up.
I came in.
She's
I
closing.
did not come
She's
live.
closing up.
I didn't
She's
listen. I'm
closing up.
closing up. But what I'm trying to say, not because you practice something you believe in it, it is somebody else's right for you to put that into it or force that into it that they have to be who are you. It is wrong. So I just want to stop that to tell you that 100% it is wrong.
Okay,
Okay. I want to
let me
ask
come.
another question.
Excuse me, Garrison Way. Let me come
Yes.
to you. Is it right, because we talk about human right? So is it
Yes.
right for the kids to come on campus with alcohol and drugs? Is it
No.
right?
No.
Okay, now, excuse me. Now, what I expected of you that are on this platform to inquire what led to what we do, because nothing happens without a cause. You get me? So the fact that you have not getting a cause of what we do, and that we want to speak in line with human rights, that is in no way violation of human rights. It's in no way.
It is.
No.
Because
I'm coming to you. The first thing, before you bring your child to the school, you should know that this school is a Christian school. That you should know. If it is an Islamic school and a Christian decides to send his child to that Islamic school, that child will have to go under the norms and doctrine of Islam. So the father, a Muslim, will choose to bring his child here. That Muslim that comes here, child will have to go under the norms and doctrine of Christianity.
No, that's wrong.
No, that what we practice here. I'm sorry, that what we practice here is in no way. Are you coming? Are you bringing your child for quality education, or you complaining on anointing at the gate when almost 45 students die in the classroom? When 45 students were attacked by demons. When 45 students were attacked by demons in the classroom, and all of them fainted, and they told them to my church that we have to deliver them. When we came one morning, they blood all over the place. Is it wrong? No, I say it's not wrong.
Let's switch, Mr. Wanta. Let us switch. We have made our position clear. Thank you. And then we still believe that it is wrong, although you will not agree, and we all can agree. But let's switch. Let's go to different issues. Recent, I heard on the news that you brought in some tourist material for the children to open a park. How true is that? Did you bring into the country tourist material to open park, children park?
Lions say my witness far off. Just follow me. The answer is yes. And I just want you to see. I think that's the kind of positive things we should be talking about, rather than to talk about what an institution does. Like we can see here, this is just few of those are outside. We have one whole classroom. Items, I think you can see. So by next week, Tuesday, we will start the installation.
Will it be a free park?
You see, one thing that people should know, anything that is free, is sustainable, but it will be affordable. You get me? Even in America, nothing free. In the great United States, nothing free. So if it is free, how do we maintain them?
So no, we do have free things. We do have free things. Don't say nothing free.
It's going to be in the schoolyard.
Yeah, it's at the back of the school.
So okay, for somebody wanting to be a representative, what would you try to make this a free thing? Because this is we have a lot of children play park in this district, and it costs for fees. And because of
this park we're going to put up cannot and will never be compared to. In fact, I've never seen park in this district. What we have in this district is just ordinary playground. We have ordinary playground. So what we're going to do now, this is where even our health system is challenged, because we want people to go take free medicine, where it's a revolving fund. So let's talk about, not because I want to be representative. That's why the school fees are affordable. Very much affordable. Are you getting me?
Okay. So let's go into politics more. Let's go into politics.
You go mute.
Me, you trying to be to contest on the seat of the. I'm mute. Am I mute?
We are getting you.
I'm not hearing you.
We are getting you.
We are getting you. I'm not mute.
Yeah, but I'm not hearing you.
Maybe your location. Okay, go ahead. Okay. Let's get into politics. You have been making frantic effort to contest on the seat of the Congress for Democratic Change (CDC), and as we learned that you are prepared for convention, what happens if you lost the election? You lost the convention election. Will you still contest as an independent candidate, or will you respect the party decision and withdraw?
I never make frantic effort. I never make frantic effort to be on a ticket of the coalition. No, I never make frantic effort. I've been doing what I've been doing. It is what I do. We made the party to either select me or not. But I have my own agenda. I never made frantic effort. I never gone to party to say, oh, you're putting me there, or I will give you this, I will give you that. People need to go around to scout people that are involved with development, so that if they get on the ticket, you stand the chance to win the district. So I never made frantic effort.
But you didn't answer the question. What happens if you are not selected in the primary?
Listen, are you getting me? Hello?
I'm hearing you.
If the CDC is to conduct free and fair primary in district number 17, I'm going to win massively.
So you still not answer the question. Please be steady, Reverend. You were sitting outside first. It was okay. Now you are moving, and we are not seeing your face.
No, I came back to my seat. I came back to my seat. That is why. Yeah, I came back to my seat. Yeah.
Thank you very much. So you haven't answered the question.
Dorothy, can we give Mr. Williams or Liv a time to ask a question?
No, but he hasn't answered my question. I asked him if you lost.
What you want me to say, Garrison? I said I made up my mind to contest the representation seat of district number 17. If the party should come for me, fine. If the party does not come for me, I will still contest.
Okay, thank you. That means you are not party discipline. Thank you.
You got it clear?
Yes.
Yeah, you are not party discipline. I got it. Thank you.
I don't know why you call party discipline. I don't know why you call party discipline. I can't sit down and mortgage this district in the hands of hustler. I cannot. So that's not what you call party discipline.
Let me say this to you. I know in Liberia, when your younger person says something to you, it seems to be like disrespectfulness. But we live in the 21st century. I want you to get this clear. Just by what you did to that child alone.
If we're going by our coordination here, Emmanuel, if we are not talking to see the way forward, our coordinating off because of my time I'm using.
Yeah, you're using your time driving.
You getting me?
Ravi, you are public.
I will remove myself on this show, and it will show no disrespect on me because why? It will go by. If the sister in studio does not have anything to say, then I think we can close as it is, because I was giving you a time for the program to last, and if we keep to doing, it's about 6:47. I was told 7 o'clock up to 7. What I did is a school policy. The school policy says we will open every new academic year. We anoint the children. Thank you. So it should not be something for to talk about.
So let's go.
You say you brought toys in the country for the children, right? And they asked you, will it be free? You said no. You mute yourself. Why would it be free when you're trying to run to be a representative for that district? So who are you advocating for? The children, right? Your people. Right at this present time, to have leader, you have to be able to support your community. Whatever you got, it shouldn't be like somebody got to pay for it. A good leader is a sharing leader. So if you say that whatever you're doing in Liberia is it is not free. Who leader you going to be tomorrow? Because in Liberia, I notice everything is about me. But this is not about you, because you're going to be a leader for a whole district. And what you're advocating for. So in this manner, you're supposed to be there to be free with every child. Nobody's supposed to be there to say, oh, this is free, this is going to be free. This is the time for to prove yourself as a good leader.
Okay, very please respond. Reverend,
I want you getting Mr. Williams
he's getting me. And that shows leader he going to be? Because he's not even willing to talk over or to compromise. Who you going to rule?
Your response. You are on mute though. Reverend, you are on mute.
Reverend, you are on mute. You got to unmute yourself. You say unmute, you got to unmute yourself. You got to unmute yourself. You say unmute, you got to unmute yourself.
That show who you're dealing with. That shows
Reverend, you are on mute.
community going to deal with. He chose to
Reverend,
be on mute because he doesn't want to get the truth.
Reverend, you got to unmute yourself. You got to unmute yourself. You say mute.
I think Reverend is not interested. I think Reverend has turned the camera around.
That's the leaders when people choose in Liberia and damaging the country. When people try to do their best, it's all about him. It's all, and look how many.
So you might take the Reverend off. Take the Reverend off. You might. If the Reverend wants to come back, he will take him off, and we can further discuss. It's a sad thing the Reverend did just now, and the Reverend is trying to be a leader, and he has not the patience.
He's not a leader. You have even patience to keep a conversation for 5 minutes. How will you be a leader? Take toys to the country. How you run? But it's all about him. He gave himself 10 different titles before coming online, and he cannot answer questions. Who are you ruling?
I think Reverend, you are following, you need to come back. You need to come back because we have a lot of questions to ask about the ambitions, and also we have some national politics to discuss in terms of the election. It is important that you come back on the show, that we all can share the issue of Liberia growing together. And before that, I think one of the things I want for us to look at is that we, as panelists or appearing on a platform, we should one way or other try to be like we are questioning, but then our question, I agree with Mr. William, the question she asked and what she said, but I think we got to get a direct discussion wherein the listener, the follower up there can get on what we see, because I believe that there is a serious or turning issue we are discussing with Liberia, because it's true that we need to quiz all the people that come to contest in that direction. We need to provide the room wherein the public, the listener out there will get a message. So this is what I want to believe. Why it's true that Reverend maybe he made a way to come back.
He's intentionally left the line because he doesn't want to face reality. Like one bishop came to America, had an bishop title, and he said to me, "Oh, I want to use one of your cars in Liberia to run for representative." Okay, no problem. But are you telling the community to convince them? Oh, I came to America for a few months to go and get a so-called boys to run for me. How do you encourage other people church when you want for your own to be good? But you're telling me that you want for so-called boys to run for you. So what's he going to there? They're like, everybody get up and take seat in Liberia. But the thing here, they are not advocating for the Liberians. Our children are hungry. Children in the street doing drugs. Whoever got up wanted to say, build one big compound and collect all the children from the street and feed them. But everybody got it 1 million titles. What sense it make? He's not a leader at all. People
Thank you, Mr.
Most of them, they are not in the favor of Liberia. That's all I can say. Like I said, I was in Liberia recently, and I said to the public, when we were growing up, there were public school. Now, if you don't have money to educate a child, is Liberia heading for? But everybody running to be representative, to be president, to be this. Are you guys looking at the future of Liberia? No. It just go too much. Mm. Can you
Okay, thank you.
help her 1 second? Can you help
So
us
like
one
we were
minute?
saying today on the platform, we are discussing a lot of issues before the guests will come. We were discussing about the 10 years old girl who recently committed suicide in the Twin Track community. We were also looking at the just ended biometric voter process in the 15 counties. And we also highlight some training issues when they come to the government and that the opposition, wherein Liberia tend to country where people are bad one another now, and it requires every one of our effort to do the necessary thing. That's why we will not fulfill everything one day, but I believe that through our talking, through the education providing to our young people, the young people can think on this to see how bad we can redirect, our mind to say yes, we want to. I think the revenue is back. We need to go straight with it. Okay, in trying to get back on the show, because I have some questions for him. When it comes to the issue of the District 17, the District 17 does not have current, this District 17 does not have a pipe of water. This District 17 is lacking. It will interest you to know that here is the only district around that have more population, but will not have a single referral hospital. Like maybe someone may be safe from Chris Allen, Attington, from other areas that we can. If someone is sick from here, you see people rushing to Nigutan, and going Nigutan, the place is already occupied with the settlement there. At time when you go there to the hospital, they say no bed. In fact, they want SYZ when you don't get money to buy bed, to buy this one. All the things is lacking District 17. This is what purposely we thought to bring on the show today to tell us if the opportunity has been given to him, what will be a first priority to provide for the citizens of the district, and what are those opportunities that you provide for the citizens of the district, the youth in the district, that we can guarantee him with a district seat. So I believe that he may join, but while in the process of joining, these are the issues today we discuss. So I really wanted to get the folks out there, input on the issue of the 10 years old girl who just committed suicide, the county nominee in the Twin Track community, and moreover, the issue of the just ended biometric voter registration. I become one of the teams that Liberian people we are critically looking at, because we said, for some of we are saying to the National Election Commission here that if the country will be stable, the coming October election will last in their hand, because these are the final result for the elections. If there is any, fraud or maybe anything that will undermine the process, it will also come from them. So we are urging them that they should be more proactive, they should be vigorous when it comes to handling this process. As if the referee is trying to join the platform. So these are the things today we discussed, and
I'm online listening.
And these are the things that we discussed today, and we also looking at the folks out there to bring our own input. While Reverend is on the Reverend, you got muted and the camera was there.
I'm on camera, but to be frank, I'm disappointed on your panelists, on the studio. I'm disappointed because everything that you are talking, I heard all. I've been fighting to get back on, on the camera. And
thank you for
no, listen to me. Let me express myself. I think the issue, what I was told, what is on the flyer, is strictly about District 17. And if your panelists will not go by what is on the flyer, let's you say I intentionally disconnected myself. How can you accuse me of something that didn't go the way you thought it went. You get me? How we want to be leader? We want to be leader if we do not love the people. You can attest when I bought 500 bags of Rex in district number 17 to distribute on the institution in district number 17 during the COVID. Did somebody tell me to do it? You can attest when I supplied the COVID buckets everywhere in the district taking risks. Did somebody tell me to do it? So people should know, not because I'm in Liberia, but people should be able to respect people of what they do. I'm disappointed. Let me be frank with you. You get me? I said in my introduction, I have 106 students that I'm directly paying their fees in this institution. Only because we put oil on somebody, then somebody should say it is wrong. Why be the 106 students that I'm paying fees for? Why she couldn't talk about it? She's in America. How many students are she supporting in Liberia? Let's look at reality. You get me? If we'll talk about politics, let's talk about politics.
Yes,
if anybody feels that we are not running institution the way it should be run, come and establish your own.
I did.
Come and establish your own.
I did.
But realistically, when somebody is doing something, at least appreciate them for what they do. What is all to annoy somebody? Then somebody should be lashing at me. They say, "Oh, he cut off." Let's stop it. That's disrespect. Let's stop it. Okay, are you getting me? You brought me on your show. You said something I should address. If you deviate, I have the right to leave your show. And, you know, there was nothing there. There was nothing there as a panelist on your show that said in your flyer, these are things that was. If you did, you fell short of your own flyer. You get me, man? So you need to tell your panelists.
I'm getting you. I'm getting what? You. Honestly, we as a local host, I want to say I'm sorry for the delay. You've been one of the senior, how they call it, guests for our show. I want to use this time to say I'm very sorry.
Thank you.
Sorry that I was saying we never stay with our menu for discussions, wherein I think the discussion was written at the flyer produced by the CEO herself, that we are going to look at the issue of your intentions and your district agenda. In that direction, is there was anything that may not go well with you, I'm sorry for that. And this is why I wanted for us to have a civil conversation to know how best, you know, what made you to be the referral person in the District 17, that the people of the District 17 can elect you, and what are some of the workings in the district that you can point out, and for us to discuss the national politics and the happenings in Liberia. So I'm very sorry for that.
Are you taking time into consideration because it's after 7?
I know I'm doing it because the time you appear, we know we eat most of your time that you appear on the show. So this is why we are trying to maybe extend it maybe 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
So
yeah, so go ahead.
So I hope that Mr. Williams is still on the line.
She's on the line.
That would be very fine. Let us treat one another as Liberians. Why it's true that Reverend, I want to believe that Reverend are not working in government. Reverend are not working in government. You are not serving government, but in your own capacity, trying to help the citizens of District 17. But what yesterday, I think we should give applause, and also we much appreciate it for that. That is welcome. And we invited Reverend today to know the priority when it comes to election. So like we were saying today, Reverend, to another little question, if you are opportune tomorrow, you mentioned about agriculture. Do you have any agriculture maybe or area in District 17, or maybe are you involved with anything pertaining to agriculture in District 17?
When it comes to District 17, if I'm involved with anything in terms of agriculture, then I'll tell you, say yes. Are you getting me?
I'm getting you.
I am involved with presently with aqua agriculture, which had to do with fish pond in district number 17. There's a town in Chismabro called Koso. I supply them with agricultural materials. And as we speak, I have hired an agricultural extension staff that I spoke with him today, mandating him to do a survey into 15 communities, 15 towns, to get to understand what are those agricultural activities that they are involved with. And on the basis of that, we will supply them the seeds, we will supply them the tools, we will supply them what are the necessary things that they need to carry on their own agricultural production free of charge. And whatever they produce, the money belongs to them. So yes, very soon, because when the rain starts, it's a time to plant, on the dry land. So very soon, 15 towns will be incorporated into our agricultural program in district number 17. Thank you.
Thank you. I think we straight the conversation. I believe that Mr. William, we are discussing now the lighting of District 17. I think you can come back to ask a question, I believe, if you don't have a question, or maybe, but you have to ask question. Mr. William?
Yeah, hello?
Your face looks too serious.
Reverend?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mean to, like I said before I started talking, right? Sometimes with the kids, when we talk to y'all feel offended, like we disrespect you, but the culture that I'm in, I'd rather be bold with you. Where I came from, and I said what I said to you, it was what I listened to. But if you come back to say, what are we doing in Liberia? If you're in Liberia, sometimes February, I was on live radio talk show. I'm the one that's doing the project in Droville. I've been in America 22 years. I got all my kids here. And I talked about Liberia. It was not any other country. If you get to Braville, Brown Motor Corner, you will see a project there that says a brighter memorial. I'm the one that's doing it. So I have Liberia at heart, 100%. I got no cause to go to Liberia. I got my children here. They were born here. We live here. I got a home here. I have no reason to go back to Liberia. So when they're talking on Joy FM, I made it clear. The boss said, why you choose Liberia? I choose Liberia because it's my native land. There where I came from. Whatever good that comes from out of me today, that source was from Liberia. So I love my country. And then at the same time, I believe in human rights. Where the Holy Water keep about, it kind of like a little bit upset at me. Reason is, in a constitution that says you can choose and practice or non-practice any religion. But I got like a hat. So when you get to Motor Corner, you see the big sign will tell you a brighter memorial school. I'm doing a college, not a vocational school. I'm doing a mortuary. I'm doing a school. It's right there. You cannot miss it. I'm the original owner. I'm the CEO for it. And I never raise money for anybody to say they need to help me. Reason is because I got Liberia a heart. I love my country. So if you do know the rest, other things during the COVID, it is the love of your country. I'm using myself as an example. I did not say what John Brown did not help me. I had invested up to $200,000 in Liberia. I did not ask anybody to do it. Do you think I have to go back to Liberia? No. So I'm answering your question. We love Liberia and we choose to do something in Liberia. Don't look at who helping you or not. But yes, if you're running not to be a representative, those are some of the things that will make people to vote for you. So don't count what you did. Like you are a pastor. The Bible says you don't count your goods, you count your blessing. All right? So I love you. It's nothing personal.
Mrs. William?
Yeah.
Mrs. William? I think when I spoke of the rice, when I spoke of the buckets, I said that in line with what I heard from you. Yeah, in line with what I heard from you. If not, I was never going to talk about bucket. I was never going to talk about rice. I was never. Now, realistically, if you are in an area of education, this is the platform that specifically something was given to me as a focus point. The young man brought something that is outside of what we supposed to be discussing. And I think I made a mistake.
But we have to address it. Yeah.
I think I made a mistake because I was telling you, no, this is not a topic that was given to me. Because if he knows that he is a parent of this institution, if there is an issue, you don't address it on platform. Come to the office. Wow. Yeah, come to the office. And, come to the office. Yes. Many times I say to parents, don't wait for PTA. The school is yours as well. We are partners. I am not in the classroom, but if something went wrong, come to the administration. You get me? Then if he says that all of these things that we brought, that we try to install for our children to play, they say, is it going to be free? Are we considering maintenance?
I'm listening.
Let it be affordable. Let it be affordable that the poor man child or the poor man can afford to pay 100 liberty. 100 liberty. I don't think it's a giveaway. 100 liberty is a giveaway.
I respect your opinion. Yeah, I do. I respect your opinion.
I came across a parent whose daughter was put outside from one of the elite schools in a junior high, and they paying 800 US per annum. You get me?
Yeah.
And so she asked me, how much is your junior high paying? I said, first semester, in fact, first semester payment is 130, second semester payment is 125. So 130 plus 125. Look at the disparity, 800. Look at 800 junior high, and some are paying 130 and 125. There is no way. So it's like, to be frank, if I have any subsidy to pay my teachers, I'll have no cost to charge tuition. I will have no cost. Why? Because I went through nice school to be to who I am. So as a result, we charging, not that we're looking for money, but we are charging so that the poor men that live in the slum child can be able to enter a good school and rub shoulder with children that are from a better home. That way they will have confidence in themselves.
You are right, and there where we all coming in. But the first topic is really, like I said, it turned me off. But however, we are in the interest of Liberia. I'm happy for what you're doing in Liberia, and I'm also into Liberia. Like I said to you, I have no cause to be there, but I got cause to be there because if one of my sons become a medical doctor to be a lawyer, my root came from Liberia. I left from here, I went to Liberia. Most of y'all talk show question me. Why you choose to do this? People think it was a Lebanese people that were building back then. But I didn't know who you're looking at here. Next month, June 16, I'll be 50. So I could say, well, I'm going to retire soon. Let me live in Liberia. Let me live in America. What do I care about Liberia? Like everybody says. But I love Liberia. And that we all, like you, what you're doing, God bless you. And we all support together to build Liberia. I went to Liberia. I did not tell you who all I feel. I even went to the University of Liberia. I did a projector because I got to the University of Liberia and the teacher was writing on the blackboard. I did not ask anybody to do it with me. I did it willingly from my heart because Liberia is my country. I never went to LU before when I was in Liberia, but I made my way to the University of Liberia. I donated. I went to churches. But I didn't go live for a reason is I buy my blessing. But if you go to Burraville, all the way in the back motor corner, the project are going on there, I'm the one that doing it. So we
I'm
all
right
in the
now.
interest of Liberia, yes.
I'm right now in Broadville as we speak.
Okay, if you go down and hear motor corner, you see a
I know
big
Motor
sign that
Corner.
says, yeah, the sign right up the hill that says Mother a brighter
So
college, a hospital, in a mortuary. I'm the one that's doing the project right there.
anytime you come to
So
Liberia, maybe through the platform, let us get to know one another.
not just by coming to Liberia, I will give into what you're doing, but I want you to go and see what I'm doing in Liberia.
I
So
will.
when I
I
say
will.
about non-practice, you see the signboard that will say, Mother Alberta Memorial Medical School and Hospital. I'm the
I will
one
check
that's
you out
doing it.
tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay.
So I never really like asked anybody since I started this. I repeat myself.
You are muted. You are muted, Mr.
Yeah.
William. Mr. William, you are muted. Mr. William, you are muted. You got to unmute yourself. You are muted. You got to unmute yourself, Mr. William. We are not getting you, Mr. William. You are muted. You got to unmute yourself. We are not getting you. You are muted. You got to unmute yourself. Mr. William, you are muted. You got to unmute yourself. You are muted. Mr. William, you are muted. You got to unmute yourself. You need to unmute yourself. You are muted. I think she will come back with a question. While she in the process of coming back, Reverend, we just have less than just 5 more minutes for to conclude. But I not wanted for you to go up with this. One of the things I want to ask you of is that I really want to know that the folks out there have been asking questions. If you are elected, you think within the 100 days or your 3 month office, what would District 17 experience in your leadership?
You are talking about in terms of tangibles after 100 days?
Yeah.
After 100 days, there will be a dedication of a project within a district. After 100 days.
And why are these projects that you think you can dedicate? Because within that 100 days, can you please tell us that there was also a project dedicated to the citizen of District 17?
Emmanuel, one of the things that people should understand is like there are many communities that are so much challenged, like rural connectivity where there's no road at all. And, I think if we provide road to communities that have been abandoned and deserted, I think it's a project. It's a project. Are you getting me?
I'm getting you.
Yeah, so it's a project. So I'm telling you that hold it, and hold me by my word that in 90 days or 100 days, we will definitely dedicate a project, tangible project in the district.
Okay, Reverend, what I want to also know from you is that, thank you very much. What I want to know is that, within District 17, are you see somebody maybe like a competitor to you that maybe you may fear in terms of maybe the person is drinking or any other thing? Are you thinking that direction?
Seriously, though we are many in a race, but nobody can intimidate me. Nobody. Though we are many, but none of them can intimidate me.
Why you say so? If someone who want to understand why you say so, other people may say, but
I'm
we are
saying
men.
what I'm saying what I'm saying because none of those that are contesting in the district has tangibles that can be seen, that can be shown to people. None of them have it, besides me.
Okay, so we'll be giving you, because the time you jump on late, so we'll be giving you like 5 minutes to conclude for today's discussion.
I'm saying to my listener, sorry for the distraction for the beginning of the show, because the moderator did not, keep up to what he gave me as a talking point and allow other people to take us where in those things that they brought, they were not part of that which we should have discussed. However, as I said in my intro, presently now I'm sitting in front of John Christian School. That's a school that I started in 2010 at my church. And today the school has become one of the biggest schools in district number 17 with a community college. And so I'm saying to you, we are many coming into the race, but please do yourself a favor by checking what do we have. What is it that when you give us the seed, we will not abandon you? What is it that will hold us into district number 17? The issue of electricity is paramount. How can we get the issue of electricity behind us? So there are many of us that will be coming, oh, when you gave me, I'm not telling you, say, when you gave me or when you make me, I will do this. I'm saying to you, I have done enough development in this district and will only be adding on to what we have done. So the president now, the issue of hospital, I touched the issue of hospital, and this district does not have a hospital. So we are looking for someone that will build hospital, and that person is me. You already get me. The issue of agriculture, and I'm already involved with agriculture in the district and outside the district. At the school, we have clinics for the children to come and take treatment. And so if you are looking for tangibles, just check us. Go and do your survey. Some of the people that want to contest now, some of them say renting one room. Some of them are renting 2 rooms. And some of them living even outside the district. They only come and in the evening, they travel to Central Monrovia or Cinco. Some of them in the district, as we speak, they have no establishment here, but their establishment are outside the district. So how can we get leadership to people who do not have any job availability in the district to employ people? But I have 86 at the high school level, I have 55 at the college, and I have 11 at the water factory, and so forth. So I want to say thank you for allowing me to be on your show, and thank you. I hope that we'll have another opportunity to share as we go on. God bless you.
Thank you very much. That was the inclusive interview of one of the sons in the district, Impression of Reverence, that was Moses W. Wanta, the aspirant of District 17, a man who other people will refer to him as a mentor for them. For me, honestly, before you leave the line, I'm not saying it because you are, in the presence of mine, but as you admit, when it comes to touching the life of young people in the district, I should give you the glory. And wherein some of us today, you have a major impact in our education in terms of education at the tertiary level. I appreciate you, and I pray that the people of the district will be looking at such a person, in the direction to say, yes, we believe, man, we're not just waiting for election to come, but also believe in men that have been in the vanguard for the children, who have been in the vanguard for children who are unable to provide such a need for themselves in terms of education. And what really for me, I've said from the onset of the conversation, I'm sorry that we now stick to the issue to discuss, because you mentioned about the issue of the scholarships that you had in the country. I really wanted to make all to understand why are those university or scholarship or program affect, and what are those areas that you are involved with in terms of the education. But however, I pray that next time you will appear on the platform again for us to have a very impressive interview with you and tell the folks out there, the Liberians, what made you the best person among the rest who will be coming to the people or toward 10 to be elected. So I appreciate your effort and I appreciate your time being with us so much. And let me say, you are welcome again to appear on our show for the next time.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm still ready. Anytime you send me invite.
Thank you very much for accepting our invitation, for accepting our invite to be part of the show. And I believe that what you are saying have gone out, people who will do the analysis on your speech and who want to get it, they maybe want to see the tangible. I think we will also continue to bring on the show for you to, continue to elaborate to the people of District 17. So thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you.
So folks, let me say thank to those all that follow the show. And let me apologize for what may occur in the presentation today. And I urge everyone to remain focused. And one of the things is that make democracy strong is people having a diverse view toward issue. At times, you will not expect people to approach you the way you expect it to come, or you will not expect people to respond to you the way in which you expect the response to come. So these are the things that make democracy. Because if we all that live as human beings, we cannot, have a diverse view towards society. I believe that the society will not change. And what makes democracy more important and more vibrant is that when people disagree at the end of the day, they agree on issues to bring the straight forward, the way forward, to move the country straight forward. So that by the time, as it may hear the theme song, meaning that we are approaching in Liberia now is about 7:22. And let me say thank to those who all that joined this platform today, those who follow, those who have their input, those who commented, and I appreciate it as you join the platform. The only help that all we need from you is to share the platform. And I'm your host for every Friday and Saturday, 5 o'clock. You should please appear on the show as we continue to discuss the issues affecting Liberia, and we bring you the major happenings in Liberia. So as you hear the theme song, meaning that we are parting for today to be by tomorrow about the same hour. I urge you that you should please tune tomorrow for to have the discussions, for to have the way forward for the country. This country is the only country that we have that we cannot be deported. This country is the only country that some of us we stand by the grace of God to change it in terms of our decision making. So wheresoever you are following or wheresoever you join us on the app the evening, let me say thank you and bye for now.